wonderful, beautiful morning, afternoon, evening, and night, wherever you are in the world. Shauna Hart here, and last time, we did it! We have all 7 star spirits saved and, well, on our side. We saved Kalmar, the last star spirit, last time. He was up in the cold, cold mountain region in the Crystal Palace. That should not have taken 2 episodes to complete. We've done all of the running around and side quest stuff that we could do. The episode before, we went and pestered Luigi. We see that the Koopa village is rather peaceful. Old Bean. So yeah, and last time we finished up all the request for Koopa Koot, except for the one that is the main objective that we're still not doing today, by the way. No, not right away. Instead, what we're gonna do is we're gonna look for a little worm named Chuck Qizzmos, because I've done just about every side quest in this entire game that I can do, except for 2, and that's get all of the recipes, which, I'm sorry, I'm not doing. No, sir. The second is, doing Chuck Qizzmos quizzes. Yes, that's right. There are 64 questions, that need answering. And I am bound determined to answer them all. So before we go back up to Starhaven and by extension, Bowser's Castle, we're going to get our quiz on. Yes, that's right, our quiz. As soon as I find this worm, I have no idea where he could be right now. Well, actually, no, I have an idea. He could be in one of 3 places. And none of which are Starhaven, because, yeah. He could be in Koopa Village, Goomba Village, and Toad Town, or Shiver City, depending on where this worm wants to show up. So I'm just gonna leave. I'm not come back. Not here. Okay. So he's not in Koopa Village, Goomba Village, or in Dry Outpost. So that means he's either in Toad Town or Shiver City. I would like to check Toad Town first. Typically shows up over here. I believe I've delivered all of the mail as well. Yes, I have. We have our gold credit. We have our Ultra Stone. We have the diploma for beating the Toad martial arts master here in Toad Town. Yeah, life is looking pretty good. Ralph, what do you have today? Ooh, there's double dip. There's hammer spin. Wow, dude. Waiting until the end of the game to get what essentially becomes a partner ability in Thousand Year Door. So Chuck likes to hang out in 2 areas of Toad Town, and he's not in this area. So that must mean he's in the other shopping district. Maybe. Either that or he's up in Shiver City and I look like an idiot right about now. Yeah. That hammer essentially smacks one enemy into another enemy, much like what Yoshi does when he uses his gulp ability in Thousand Year Door. Gotta say, I love Thousand Year Door. I really want to play it. But alas, it's not on the it is not available for the emulator for for the Switch. It might come out for the Switch too, but then again, the remake is a thing, and the remake is good. Just saying, guys. It is good. It is very good. It is super special awesome. And I highly recommend it. Okay, so the only place I have not checked yet is Shiver City. This guy has more star pieces for us. In fact, he's the only way we get star pieces now because we've gotten every other star piece in the entire game. Just not the ones that Chet has. Oh my goodness. Ugh. There we go. Sheesh. Looking embarrassing myself. Oh, yes, I am. We did not get to be Super Secret Agent Peach last time because, well, Bowser decided, you know what? I'll let her out of her room. But we're gonna tie her up and give her a front row seat to the clobbering of Mario. Yeah, sure. Front row seat, my hiney. Also, if you guys are still wondering why Shona sounds like she has a raspy voice, it's because my voice is still gone. I really shouldn't be recording and streaming, but I want to record and stream, so yeah, there's that. And here's Chuck Qizzmos. Question: what treasure did Bowser steal from Star Haven? The Star Rod. And there's a lot of questions here. Yes, indeed, there are a lot of questions. That's 24. We have... there are a total of 64 questions, so I guess we're kind of halfway? Maybe? So yeah, we're gonna be spending a little time. I'm gonna go back in, because sometimes he respawns in the same place. Sometimes, not always, but sometimes. And he has not respawned here. Okay. Now, Chuck Qizzmos will never be at Boo Manor. Never. He will never spawn there. He will never show up there. Which is unfortunate. Because, I like the creepy, the kooky, and the mysterious and spooky. The one place I've not seen Chuck Qizzmos ever show up is Yoshi Village. He can show up there. He can show up in Lava Island, but he never has. At least not for me. And I want to prove to everybody online that Shauna is, in fact, one of the greatest quizmasters in the entire game. I know all the answers. And there he is. Hello. Oh. Shoot. Blue? Yes! Okay, that was a lucky guess. We never actually got the items for listening to the radio at the Koopa Village house. No, I'm not going to do that because, I'm too slow. And sometimes the item just isn't worth it. But yeah, the radio's in here. The golden oldies. Is the quizmaster here? He is not. That being said, this quizzy worm will randomly show up in places. Yeah, but so for anything other than Koopacoot and the Chuck Qizzmos Quizzes, Koopa Village is kind of irrelevant, which is kind of sad. And there is our quizzy friend. He idolizes Colorado. And that's 26. Wow. I will check Koopa Village and Goomba Village again because sometimes he comes if you've missed it. But he's super random about where he goes. And this worm, he goes. Part of me wonders if Chuck Qizzmos' hat is secretly a warp pipe. Okay, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna come back. Nope, not here. Okay, so he could be in Shiver City, or I'm going to check Yoshi Village. I've not seen him ever show up over here, but there's always the chance for him to do so. But he's not here. So yeah, these Yoshis, they're so cute. Well, shoot. The only other place I haven't checked is Shiver City. And I don't know if he's over there. He could be. He could also be right here in Toad Town, too. So, spin, doctor, spin, spin, doctor. Oh. Bowser underlings. Yes, the underlings of Bowser. They're crying, they're weeping. They're sorry, they're getting their butts kicked. So yeah, if we listen to the radio and we get the channel for the item giveaway and talk to that toad, I go over there, there's typically a toad that will give us something nice. Okay, yeah, I'm not seeing this worm anywhere. Chuck Qizzmos will never be in Shy Guy's toy box. I believe I've said that in a previous part. Okay, so the only place he could be is through this house, down this pipe, past this cheapskate, up this pipe and through the door. I almost want to give final thoughts, but I kind of can't because it's not the final episode. I know this isn't going to be the final episode. Not with the way I'm jumping and finding Chuck Qizzmos poorly, might I add. Also, this is probably the only episode where we will see a lot of sushi. Okay, yeah, there he is. Just chilling right here. Casting spells. So in case you haven't figured it out, Chuck Qizzmos has 64 questions, which means he gives us 64 star pieces. Yep, that's right. 64! I like doing Chuck Qizzmos' quizzes. I wish we found him more during the adventure. Or should I say early on in the adventure? Not where we're having to do a mad dash at the end of looking for him, trying to find him, and hoping we find him. Okay, not here. When they say Toad Town is the largest town in the Mushroom Kingdom, they are not kidding. Yeah, he's not here either. Okay, so he's in one of the other towns, and more than likely never Yoshi's Village for some reason. He does show up there! Sometimes, but I don't know when, and I don't know why, and I don't know the rhyme or reason of when he shows up there, but all I know is every time I go to Yoshi Village, he's not there. He's either Goomba Village, Koopa Village, Dry Outpost, or anywhere else. Despite the fact that he can go to Yoshi's Village. These are the mummy pokies! I almost feel like doing Chuck Qizzmos' quizzes at the end of the game really tests your knowledge of the game, and that's 28 questions, wow. We're actually super good at this. I've not gotten a single one wrong. Sorry for having a bit of a tickle, guys. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Do, do, do. Da, 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 da. So, as of recording this, it is Friday the 8th. Okay, he's not over here. Sometimes he shows up on either side of Dreadray Outposts. He's not here. Oh, where could he be? Okay, he went from Goomba Village. Did he go straight to Shiver City? I'm gonna check Yoshi's Island. I am going to check what is effectively Yoshi's little island. Maybe he's here? Yep, not here. So yeah, the island's volcano is actually starting to become dormant. Which is interesting. Okay, so next stop is Shiver City. There is no rhyme, there is no reason, there is no way to tell when and where this wormy boy is gonna go somewhere. He just up and goes and goes and goes. I like that the toads in Paper Mario, up until Sticker Star, have multicolored heads. Yes, those are their heads, not hats. It gives the toads a sense of identity. That not all of them are red. Yeah, sure, some of them are red, but others are green, lime green, blue, dark green. Some of the females are orange and purple. And then there's this lovely little pink lady right here who kind of looks like Toadette but isn't. It makes me wish that Goombas came in more assorted colors too, because technically they are a subspecies of mushroom people. I jumped too early. Wasn't even on the block at all. I find it strange that there is even a sewer system. Okay. So if I leave screen and come back. I feel like I'm trying to find a roaming legendary right now, guys. And I'm not finding it. this mushroom is still here, by the way. Okay, so where did this guy go? Where in the Mushroom Kingdom did this wormy boy go? I say in the Mushroom Kingdom because he's not in the sky. I went everywhere. Where the... Go to Koopa Village? No, I was there already. He wasn't there. I tell you, everybody, I have no idea. He came back here. He came back here! But look at all over for this worm! And he's here! Badges! $29 out of 64! He rarely does this, by the way, where you go looking all over the place. It turns out he never left where he was. He just hid in a bush. In a bush! Okay. If he's back in Goomba Village, I swear I might lose my marbles. Might. Okay, he's not over here. Not over here. Okay, I'm going back to Goomba Village. Okay, he's not here at the moment. I'm gonna go over here to the clearing. Okay, good, he's not here. That narrows it down. Watch, now he's in Yoshi Island. In Yoshi's Village, which would be funny. Think he likes to hang out over by the cabana and Toad House? Which is an open air sleeping, by the way. Again, I've never seen him here. He supposedly comes here. This is the first time I've ever seen this worm in Yoshi Village. I've played this game a whole bunch over the years, including the practice save file where I did get all of the questions. He was never here. That would be Mustafa, because Colorado didn't know it. So yeah, he can't show up here. That was the first time he's ever showed up here. I wonder if that will be the only time he shows up there now that we're actually on the hunt for him. God, I hope not. Okay, well, he's not currently here. Gonna go over to the clearing here. Kind of funny that this is where we fell to. Like, this is, like, that spot is directly under Bowser's castle. Directly under it. It's hard to be salty when you're playing Paper Mario, because the music, for the most part, at least in the towns, is just so feel good. You can't, like, yeah, I'm kind of frustrated, but I can't stay frustrated for too terribly long because the music is so gosh darn upbeat. Callie's not doing any of her shenaniganry today, which is nice. She's just taking a nap in her favorite high-up spot. Not a care in the world today. I'm just double checking. I'm double, quadruple, and quintuple, checking, making sure I'm not missing anything before I go back and check Yoshi's Village by the palm tree. Ba, 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 ba. You, sir, are becoming a nuisance. You need cake mix to make lemon candy. That's 31 out of 64. We're making a dent. I'm gonna double check. Because again, sometimes he likes to spawn in places twice. I'd say the only music in this game that is not upbeat is obviously Bowser's Castle, because even Where the Stars Live is kind of upbeat and almost ethereal, but I guess that makes sense. I know this isn't exactly what everyone would call peak gaming, but for those of you who are just joining me live or watching in this post, yeah, I'm going after Chuck Qizzmo. I am hunting this quizmaster down, and I am doing the remainder of his quizzes before we take on Bowser's Castle. Because yeah, we've been to shootings. We've been up to Starhaven. We've got we've got what we need to get there. I just want to get the rest of these quiz questions because, gosh darn it, I like doing quizzes. And outside of Tasty and the badges, yeah, that we're not doing full completion, but I do want to do these quizzes. Hello, good sir. Thank you for being where I hoped you would be. Now, can you please go to Shiver City? Among the following lives in Forever Forest. Oakley. And the only reason he knows his way around Forever Forest is because he lives there. Okay, good. The music here almost makes me want to play Yoshi's Island. Almost. Which, by the way, 100%ing Yoshi's Island is also a bit of a pain. Now I'm gonna go back to the other 3 major towns so we can go find Chuck Qizzmo in and see if he's here. Well, the other 3 towns we can get to by warp pipe. Okay, he's not in Goomba Village. He's in Koopa Village. Question. They're ghosts. Ghosts of what? We don't know. Just that they're ghosty boys and girls. Because not every boo is a boy. Only Bo seems to show the most effeminate traits, though. But not every boo is... Also, the fact that not every boo is evil is also nice. That means that canonically, at least in the paper series, there are 2 tribes of boos. The tribe of boos that follow Bowser, and the tribe of boos that are relatively peaceful and only like scaring people that live under the rule of Lady Bo and her ancestors / descendants. The ZL button is just fun. He's actually showing up in major towns that I commonly like to look for him. It's a bump. Which I probably should go whack him again before we head to Bowser's Castle. 34 out of 64. We are 30 away, guys. 30 questions away from having this complete. $21 star pieces again. Just gonna check here. He's not on this side. And he's not over here. Okay. I've got 2 potato salads. I really should sleep somewhere. Don't want to head up to Bowser and not be prepared to give him a good whooping. That would be bad. Okay, he's not here. Just a quick check. Yeah, he's not here. I'm gonna go check Yoshi Village. If he's not there, I'm going to assume he's elsewhere. Also, for some strange reason, I'm surprised that he's showing up in Yoshi Village as often as he is. So that was twice he was here now? Can we make it 3 for 3? No, he's not here. Okay, he might have gone to Shiver City finally. I will check around Toad Town before going to Shiver City, but yeah. Also, I've noticed that Bowser does not have a cheap brigade in this game. I'm guessing all the cheap revolted and were like, yeah, no, we're done. We're not gonna follow you anymore. Well, all we end up is perfectly cooked fish fillets every time we work with Bowser. So, yeah, we're defecting. We're not working with you anymore, Bowser. We're just gonna be a peaceful species in the Mushroom Kingdom. Okay, just a checking around, checking around for a wormy boy. And I see no wormy boys, so, yep, time to head to Shiver City. Because he's not in Toad Town, he's not anywhere else. Just under 30 questions left. And then we can be done with this and we can go give Bowser the smacking upside the head he so desperately needs. That being said, I am feeling a little underleveled. I normally have at least 50 HP, with or without the HP badge by the time I go fight Bowser. I don't remember what Mario's level caps out at, though. Where is this dude? Where is this dude? My guy! I've been to every major town in the Mushroom Kingdom, and you're nowhere to be found! What the actual fluff? Well, this is just downright infuriating. I've been to Yoshi's. I've been over to Lava Lava Island. He wasn't there. I've been to all the other major villages. He's not there. Went to the next biggest city. And he's not there. Where is the worm? Where is he? Everybody's talking about this worm, but I'm not seeing him. Where did he go? Da, 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 da. I've looked here too, by the way. This worm is driving me nuts. It's official. The good vibes cannot save this worm from making me salty. I'm going to check Yoshi's village again. I am almost positive that Chuck Qizzmos never shows up at the pier. Almost positive. The actual heck. There are 64 questions. I promise you there are 64 of these wonderful questions that test your knowledge on what you know about this game. And for some unforsaken reason, Chuck Qizzmos has decided to be MIA. You can't, once you beat the game, you cannot answer any more of his quizzes. I swear if he's here at the pier, I'm going to... Okay, yeah, nope, he's not here at the pier. There's Fuzzipede, though. So this thing is a fisher mail. Okay. It's official. I've been just about everywhere for this worm. Now, I could have spent almost every other episode doing this, but I decided, nah, I'll save it for the end. I think he asks a total of, I think, between 8 chapters. Shoot, I want to say better part of 24 questions per chapter. I don't know, somebody out there can tell, I guess somebody out there can tell me if Chuck Qizzmos, if you can answer every single one of Chuck Qizzmos' questions within the first chapter of the game. I've never tested it. Just because, or at least within the first 2 chapters of the game. Limes! And yes, lemons and limes are fruits. They are citrus fruits, and they are quite tasty. And make for great cooking compliments. 35! I have been looking for this worm for what feels like an eternity. Alright, now the first place I'm honestly gonna go look is not Toad Down. I'm actually going to go look in Yoshi's village first, because I believe that's where he went. Gosh, I hope I'm correct, because this is the most screen time Sushi will ever get. I do not like this fish. Is she a good fish? Yes, but she's also not fun to play. I've never liked sushi. I can't explain it, and I don't think I want to explain why I don't like this fish. Oh, what do you know? Right where I thought he'd be. But the long story short of it is probably the button mashing mechanics for her final ability. This is Rat Creeper, I think? No. It's Chet Rippo. He can alter our stats depending on what we want. He can decrease our BP, our FP, and our HP, and then put that into a different stat. Basically, he can help you reallocate your points at any given point in the game. Okay, I'm gonna guess he's in Goomba Village first. Watch, he's not here. If you looked... Oh, wow, he is here! After spending what feels like an eternity looking for him for that one question, now he seems to show up where I want him to show up. Bum! You know, 'cause she's a bum. Also, I like how there's a Koopa Bro in the audience and Luigi for some reason. What's that little twat doing in the audience? 37 out of 64. I'm going to skip Koopa Village and guess over here Dry Outpost. Yes, yes, yes. No, he's not on this side at least. Okay, no, he's probably in Koopa Village and I feel silly. Okay, he's not here. At least not on this side of town. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! He's not where I thought he'd be! He's pulling a fast one on me! Did he go back to Goomba Village? I wonder if I can manipulate him to keep coming back here by leaving and re-entering town. Take! And it shows because he's a very, very hefty, shy guy. I guess I cannot manipulate that. Darn. Well, it's back on the hunt again. I was hoping I could manipulate that to make him come back. Oh, he's over here. You are becoming my least favorite character. Just kidding, I still love Chuck Qizzmos. He's just... That would be Cooper. Bombette joins in the same chapter, though. out of 64. We're almost there. We're almost there. We've almost hit the 40 mark. I'm going to leave town. Jump. Go down. Because sometimes he comes back. So I've stated this before, that Paper Mario is actually a sequel to Super Mario RPG. A lot of the locations, the idea for Paper Mario to be a continuation of RPG essentially is that when initially in development, it was going to be a similar art style to what RPG was, and then they decided, let's make it paper. Let's make it paper. That being said, Luigi's Mansion mentions Bowser being soundly defeated, as in Mario went and offed Bowser. Like, he fell from, like, when that device blew up in their face, Bowser didn't actually survive. Which, I mean, killing off Bowser is just why. And that what we see if we get a golden portrait of Boo, King Boo, after we beat him, is him encountering, I guess, what would be Bowser on his last legs? And that the Bowser suit that Boo is using in Luigi's Mansion is, in fact, Bowser's corpse being reanimated? Of course, all of this was later scrapped because killing off Bowser is just... why? Why would anybody at Nintendo think that was a good idea? It's Bowser. What other enemy could possibly be a threat to Mario and Luigi? Let's be real. My thoughts immediately go to bringing, again, more continuity into the world, and that either Link and Zelda's world or Mario, Luigi, and Peach's world are on the same world, or they're parallel worlds. I gotta try for the desert. I've gotta try for the desert, guys. I know, fan theory and speculation and all that wonderful, wonderful jazz. But yeah, obviously, being soundly defeated to the point where Bowser either A, dies, or B, completely gives up his evil ways and decides, you know what, this isn't worth it anymore. This is, Muscular. Oh no! I got one wrong! Oh no! Well, the good news is he will re-ask that question. So instead of finding him a total of 64 times, I have to find him a total of 65 because I got one wrong. Oh, it was bound to happen. Like I said, these quizzes actually test your knowledge of the game. And if you get so much as one question wrong, you have to answer it again. Why didn't I answer Scholar? Why did I not answer Scholar? I'm going to try to RNG this. There we go. Why did I get this wrong? Yes, it's Scholar. It is Scholar. Now I have to find him one extra time, because that's 41 out of 64 questions. I feel so silly. Now he goes to Koopa Village? Question mark? Yes, he does. So yeah, I got one wrong, so now I have to find him more times than I would have otherwise. What are addressing? I mean, technically this is correct, but the answer is letters. Again, I'm gonna leave and come back. Okay, he's not over here. Sometimes if you leave and come back, he'll spawn over on the other side of town. That's why I'm checking. And no, he's not here. Okay. Okay. Now he goes back to Koopa. Now he goes back to Goomba Village? Either that or he's in Yoshi's Island, which I doubt. Yes, I'm going to continue to call it Yoshi's Island because really the only residents that live there outside of the cheap cheats are Yoshis. But no Boshi, which is weird, which he's a, well, he's a rough Yoshi. Okay, he's not here, so maybe he's in Goomba Village again? I'm hoping he's in the village, Yoshi's village, but I'm gonna try and RNG this. Okay, yeah, no, he's not coming here. If I cannot find him anywhere else in the world, I will check Toad Town, but so far, the place I said he's almost never at is where he's been showing up again, which is nice. I think it's only on the little island, too, where he shows up, so... Okay, he's not here. Time to go north. We head north to the ends of the earth. Or at least to the very ends of the Mushroom Kingdom. So, obviously, if you were to assign a Triforce piece to any of the Mushroom Kingdom people, obviously Bowser would get the Triforce of Power. That's a given. I don't know if I would call Peach wise. Mario and Luigi have varying degrees of courage. Honestly, I would say Luigi is braver than Mario, because, well, yes, Mario is outright courageous. Luigi buckles up his pants and, he does the heroics, even though he's scared, which I would honestly say would take more outright courage than just Mario being like, okay, time to roll up my sleeves and, like, get to work. It's like Luigi has the potential to be just as brave as Mario, if not more so. And most definitely is when Mario is around, like he's a reassuring person for Luigi. I would almost call Daisy wiser than Peach and thus more deserving of the Triforce of Wisdom. That's not to say Peach isn't wise, I'm just saying that she's also kind of careless. That being said, giving the women magical powers. Yes, Daisy does have magic. She has flower magic. Mayor's house is not in Toad Town. Which this wormy boy seems to not want to show up. We're getting there. Slowly but surely, we are getting there. I kind of want Bowser's Castle to be a two-parter as well, so taking my time and doing all these quizzes, definitely worth it. I feel like Rosalina is almost akin to a god at this point in the Mario series. I mean, she is practically ageless. She left for outer space as a small child, and I'm going to speculate that she is actually pretty old at this point. But she doesn't look like she's aged. Plus, I went past what I wanted to say, 25? That being said, her growing up in outer space, made the girl tall as heck. Like, the girl is tall, and she's beautiful. And I'm guessing all that being around the cosmic energy gave her a lot stronger magical abilities than what Daisy and Peach have. That being said, Peach's magic is, I want to say, pure light magic, whereas Daisy's can be sort of offensive. Since she does seem to present, because not only is she able to use, obviously, flower based magic, but in Mario Strikers, we can see that she can generate her own heat, likely making her have the ability to use, and because Sarasaland is a great desert, maybe some fire magic as well. Now, honestly, Daisy having flower magic or plant-based magic makes sense. She lives in a desert. If she wants her kingdom to be prosperous, she probably uses her magic quite often. A cooking book. He drops a recipe book. Though imagine if we could fish for ingredients. 44 out of 64. 20 to go! We are down to the final 20 questions! Yay! Okay, he's not respawning here. But yeah, I would definitely say Daisy probably wiser than Peach. That being said, I feel like Peach is not too peachy keen on defending herself. Again, I blame the ministers of her kingdom who want her to be delicate as a flower. You weren't here 5 seconds ago, dude. Whereas Daisy is, not only is her personality much more outgoing, but she's probably more inclined to use her plant-based magic to defend herself. Yes, Peach can use magic. Yes, she can use it to defend herself. She just doesn't. And I'm willing to bet it's because she doesn't know too many offensive spells. Like, of all of the quote-unquote royal ladies of the Mario universe, Rosalina and Daisy seem to be the ones who are most capable of offensive magic, whereas Peach is literally the white mage of the princesses of the Mario universe. She has loads of aptitude for magic power, but she doesn't use it to attack and defend herself. Like, she could probably create pillars of light and force fields around her palace to make sure Bowser doesn't get in. That being said, we don't see it very often, but yes, Bowser is capable of feats of magic. He was trained by Magic Koopas to use magic. We don't see him do it very often, but Bowser is a proficient user of the dark arts. He is considered a black mage. He is also the only male in the Mario universe to use magic. That being said, it's debatable if all of the Magic Koopas are female. Some of them might be male. Junior Troopa is most definitely male, but he's kind of locked to the paper, like literally to this game. So it's possible that some of the Magic Koopas are male, but it's never outright stated. But yeah, Bowser by biology, Bowser can breathe fire, but he is also capable of casting magic. Again, I wish we could see more of Bowser's ability to use magic, because he can do it. He just never does. But yeah, Bowser's able to cast offensive spells without the Star Rod here. I'm not but then again, it has been mentioned by Peach that Bowser is a massive bonehead. So even though he can use magic, he doesn't typically do it. He would much rather rely on his brute strength and his ability to breathe fire. But no, Bowser can cast offensive black magic. I wish he would do it more, because it's actually really cool to see. He can obviously cast the 3 triangle X and circle spell offensive magic. He can also apparently cast several fireball spells without using his flaming breath. Which, by that logic, Bowser almost seems like a dragon more than a tortoise, but I guess that's the idea. But yeah, teleportation magic is definitely something more up Rosalina's, repertoire. That being said, the Lumas are willing to help her fight if need be. Like, they may be baby universes in the making, but towns and villages, meaning, yeah, Gaslight Gulch is technically not a village that he can show up in. 46? But yeah, I believe that Rosalina is also probably capable of casting what I would guess would be cosmic levels of attack magic, which is probably why we don't ever see her do it, because she could probably destroy an entire universe without even trying. In fact, in the more recent entry into the Mario Rabbids series, we actually get to see what her offensive magic looks like after she's been possessed by an evil force. And yeah, she is a force to be reckoned with. Oh my gosh. She is absolutely terrifying. It's a good thing she doesn't use her magic to actually attack people. Because Rosalina's magic is more dream-based, and it's absolutely horrifying. She can literally become an eldritch horror. That being said, we do see in Thousand Year Door, after Peach is possessed, that she is actually capable of offensive magic. But she's more, again, akin to using her magic not to attack you. She'd rather be passive in that effect. Granted, the Mushroom Kingdom is abundant with fire flowers, ice flowers, and other plants that do, for some reason or another, have offensive capabilities. I don't know why Peach doesn't learn how to use that magic innately. She probably could. She'd probably be really good at it. But she doesn't do this. And again, my gripes with Peach. And I get the feeling if it ever came down to it where Bowser decided to be an actual threat and not just a nuisance like he typically is, maybe Peach would roll up her, actually take her gloves off and legit actually be a force to protect her people. Because I believe in Miyamoto's interviews, Peach is not weak. She is more than capable. She does not necessarily need Mario and Luigi to save her. They do it because it's the right thing to do, and obviously they're probably getting fed up with Bowser constantly kidnapping Peach. But Bowser has never really been a threat to Peach's life and safety. I mean, yeah, sure, he kidnaps her, but he's not trying to initially hurt her, for the most part. He just keeps her as a prisoner. And, I'm not sure I like the recent dialogues is that Bowser does this because he has a massive crush on Peach, and decides that kidnapping her is the best way to get her to like him. Trust me, dude, there are other ways to do this. I actually like the initial Mario Bros. Games where, yes, Bowser is outright evil. He is literally outright trying to take over the world and is actually planning on making Peach a permanent resident in his dungeon cell and does not really care if she dies in there. That being said, we never see the King of the Mushroom Kingdom, only Peach. Hurt plants, among other things. Oh, gosh. So that's 2 wrong. The trumpet plant. The trumpet plant. The hurt plant is also there. I don't know why Chuck Qizzmos didn't accept that, but I guess it... Wow. That's 2 wrong. I swear, this is gonna be the entire episode. But yeah, my gripe and gripe with Princess Peach and not defending herself. Again, I think it's more to her environment that she doesn't use her magic often to defend herself, which again, she really should. She's more than capable of doing so. Remember this Yoshi color. It will be on the quiz. I'ma leave. I'm gonna come back. There you are. Okay, so I only paid attention to the name of a plant that grows in Jade Jungle and ignored the and blows out stars. And I claim to know the answer to these questions. 47 out of 64! That being said, I almost find it kind of funny that Mario and Luigi, in and of themselves, don't innately have magical abilities. Yet they can go toe-to-toe with one of the biggest, scariest, and most dangerous creatures in the entirety of the Mushroom Kingdom. And that being Bowser, of course, because yeah, there's nothing cuddly about this dude. Nothing. Remember how I said that this would be on the test? Yeah, he's green. Star pieces again, just from doing these quizzes. Imagine if I actually went out, farmed up the coins to get the star pieces that are sold by that dude under the blue house, because he has them too. He also has some jam and jellies, and occasionally sells ultra shrooms too. Okay, so he's in none of those pipes. So we go down. Whee! We go down, 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 da down, 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 de down, 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 de down. And in this pipe, we find the loveliest of Yoshis. Still not sure how many Yoshis on this island are female. We're getting into the final stretch of questions, too, so he might not show up in Yoshi's Village anymore. He might show up more in Shiver City, which I guess is fine. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna check around Toad Town. Wait, hold on. Oh yeah, that's the all or nothing badge. I'm almost feel like Chuck Qizzmos isn't in Toad Town. Oh, no, there he is. Question? What is the name of the elderly man who... Yep. You're right next to his house, dude. That's Merlin. Check this screen over here. Again, he's almost never at the pier. He hasn't been in Toad Town too terribly much either, now that I think about it. He's only been here a handful of times. And again, he's almost never in the toy box. Because he's never gonna spawn in the toy box. Okay. He's definitely not hanging out in town. I'm gonna check Shiver City first, just because it is, again, at World's End. And there's nowhere to go from Shiver City, but up and up and all the way up. And I would want to say, not quite the stratosphere, but pretty close to it. I mean, obviously, there's still oxygen. That being said, Mario can breathe air on the moon. I don't know how that last jump was short. Also, over the course of the last few streams, I don't know if I've mentioned this or not, but I have been drinking out of a gallon of water. Yes, that's right, a gallon of water. And I finally gotten about halfway through it. Hello, my dude. I am ready for your next question. Please hand it over. Give it here. Give it here. Oh. Okay, so there was green, red, purple, blue? Oh, I do not want to get this wrong. I'm literally counting how many colors of Yoshi. I think it wasn't quite all 7 colors of the rainbow. There was one yellow Yoshi, and then there was one orange-ish. And yet, despite there being 6 colors of Yoshis, there are only 5 Yoshi children. It's a good thing getting to all of these towns is easy as just going through a warp pipe. Also, I believe we're almost 50 questions in now. too terribly many of these left. Damage, dodge, charge hammer, double dip. Again, I don't care. He's not here. Is he over here, perhaps? No. No, he is not. Could he be on the other side of Toad Town? Maybe. Reading all of the letters and mail that Mario and Party and Co get, I would not recommend doing it. I mean, yeah, sure, you can do it for a ha-ha, a hee-hee, and a ho-ho, and a hum. But, yeah, I don't see the point. Okay, I'm gonna go check. I feel like I need to check Yoshi's Island again. Or aka Lava Island. Lots of lava on the island. Oh, Sushi, you're getting roughly about an hour and 30 minutes of screen time. You might be getting 3 hours worth of screen time. And this could just be filler. That would make this series a little on the long side, though. I thought about doing this series in increments of like getting to where like a lot shorter in terms of the VOD/episodes. Like I would keep streaming for the 3 hours that I would normally stream for, but instead I would like break it down into like I don't know, an hour of gameplay per VOD. But then you get the tedious side quest like this, and it's like, yeah, that's an hour's worth of quiz questions of me looking for Chuck Qizzmos. Which is why I've opted not to do it this way. And that I actually want to show you other gameplay. That being said, getting the game over was unfortunate. Okay, so what question are we on? Question? Bossy! They describe her as bossy! Which, I mean, she only she's only barking orders at the Cheep Cheep because she cares. 51 questions. Okay, we are getting there. We are closing in on the final 10. Thank God. So, the following questions have been sort of given to me out of order. But again, knowing most of the answers and getting, 2 wrong? At most? Isn't terrible. Finding this guy is like a scavenger hunt. You never know where he's going to be. Okay, I cannot button mash. No button mashing. What offices from the across? It's Merlin's house. Again, really testing your lay of the land. That's 52 questions. So I think we're finally hitting the questions that we would have gotten from, Huff and Puff? Like from... Like from Flower Fields? Which I believe is chapter 6. Okay, he's not over by the tree. He shows up by the dojo. He shows up by Merlin's place. He shows up in varying places in Toad Town. That's why you gotta check everywhere. But he's almost never at the pier. I'ma go over here. I'ma go over here. Okay, he's still not here. Please, somebody let me know about the RNG and getting Chuck Qizzmos to go to a particular town in order, so that way I can figure, that way we can have that information on the internet. When you defeat Lee, I believe this is the 2nd degree badge. 2nd degree, 2nd degree. I don't know why I'm questioning myself. It is the 2nd degree badge. It has to be. Which means, yeah, they don't. 53 out of 64. We're almost done. Just one more and then we'll only have 10 questions left. I say with the highest, squeakiest voice I can make. Which I can only do when I have a raspy voice. I'm sorry, guys. Water is good. Water is good. First, I'm gonna check you over here. He's not there. So is he over here? He is not by the Nomada Mouses. Did he go to Goomba Village? Perhaps, perhaps. There he is. Hello, good sir. It is blue. Daisy also wears a brooch, but hers is flower-shaped. Rosalina's brooch has a star on the outsides of it and is silver, which is absolutely perfect. 10 questions left. We're almost done. So yeah, Bowser's Castle is definitely going to be a two-parter. It's going to be a two-part special, and I'm absolutely here for it. Because I knew this was going to take a while. I was almost concerned that this would probably take up the entire stream just for how elusive Chuck Qizzmos is? Dude, you were not here a second ago. Not Posy, not Rosie, even though pocket ring around the rosy, pocket full of posies, but nothing about lilies. So close. So close I can almost taste it. The sweet taste of having completed these quizzes. Like, I know I said I wasn't doing everything, but I did say I was going to do near everything. Like, the only thing I said I wasn't doing for certain was, in fact... Oh, this is Lulu! So the title of this episode is most definitely going to be Quizzes and Bowser's Castle. Hopefully. I would like that for that to be the title. But it might just be quizzes, like just quizzes. Like the life and times of quizzing with Quizmaster Chuck Qizzmos. You hit a tree! Good sir, you hit a tree! Which, by the way, I wonder if we should go smack a tree again. Just to be funny. Just to be funny. Just making sure there was not a wormy boy who likes to ask questions over here. Nope. Checking again. There he is. Hello, sir. Not a dancer. Not the composer. The composer is not in Club 64. He is in Dry Desert. There is no dancers. But the pop diva sure is there. "58 out of 64. We're nearly there. Oh my gosh, we are nearly there, everybody." We are nearly there. I don't know if Shy Guys dance. Like, I know Shy Guys can dance. Well, this is a lie. I just just remembered what this is, and it's a lie, because there is a Shy Guy at the beginning of the chapter who does in fact sing a singular note. So this is a false answer. And I hate it. Yes, I do. I hate it. Hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it. Yes, I do. I hate it. Very true. I can't believe they put such a blatant lie in this game because there is a singular note sung by a singular Shy Guy. Or Shy Girl? I mean, it was pink. We're bros! They're the Super Mario Brothers! They're Super Bros! That being said, I would love to see a paper... I still want to see Paper Luigi do something. In Thousand Year Door, Paper Luigi goes on this epic adventure. And yet we don't get to see it! I want to see Paper Luigi's adventure. I want to see this man take on the world and be absolutely fabulous while doing it. Like, the wind blowing through his mustache as he plays grass. I don't know, that sounded like an epic that sounded like an epic adventure to me. Luigi being grass. We never get to see the ending of that story, because obviously we go fight the final boss of Mario's adventure. So we don't know what happens after Luigi assembles the marvelous compass, saves the world on his end, because there are apparently two threats happening at once of near catastrophic proportions. The ninja are here. There are no penguins, there are no Lakitu, but there are plenty of ninja. Three left. 3 questions left. Oh my goodness. I doubt he's in Toad Town, but I'm going to go check. I doubt he's in Toad Town, but I'm going to check. Because there's an off chance he'll show up here in town. Not a high chance, but there's a chance. Mega Quake. Sleepy Stomp. I would normally have that badge by now, but I don't have it this playthrough, and that's okay. Also, double and triple dip in terms of items usage isn't really good in Paper Mario specifically. It's really only useful when you have a lot of items, which, let's be real, Mario is not carrying a whole lot of items in this game. We did not get an item increase until Thousand Year Door, which makes me sad. Is that the only time he shows up at Toad Town? Oh, now I'm fairly confused. Okay, I'm gonna go to Shiver City just because on the off chance I feel like he's gonna be there. We're almost 2 hours in and we're still not even in Bowser's Castle. Which we set up and prepped for last time. We're doing these quizzes. I am insisting on doing quizzes. And we're almost done too. It just took almost 2 hours to do. And there's no way we're getting through Bowser's Castle in an hour. Maybe in an hour and a half, but no way we're doing it in an hour. So, he was here. Okay, let's see. We have Barrio, we have Cooper, Bombette, we have, Not 7, not 9. 8. Because if you list everybody off, which I was doing out loud at the start, but then decided to go through in my head, yeah, there are 8 people with us total. Mario being the 9th person in this soiree of parties. My phone is buzzing and buzzing because the Pokemon channel just released that they're hosting an animation marathon today. Yay! And that it's live right now on YouTube. So I guess if you really want to watch that, you totally could. So the last 2 questions, the answer is very simple, easy, and if you get this wrong, you're an idiot. Okay, he's not over there. I'm checking all the areas that he could be. In hopes of getting him to spawn in any of these areas that he could be. By the way, I think the official 100% speed run of this is, I think, the equivalent of 3 days. We've been playing for a little over 3 days, like at least over a day in terms of time, 26 hours, most of it dedicated to side stuff. So yeah, by no means is this a speed run. It would be funny just to see Chuck Qizzmos just in this clearing over here. gonna go to the other side of town, and when I come back and he shows up here, I'm going to be very upset. Okay, he's not here. Okay, good. He's not making me upset. He's not right now. Okay, so he's not in any of the 3 starting quote-unquote towns. Let's see if he's made his way back to Yoshi Island. Okay, so he's not here. So the last 2 places he could be are Shiver City and possibly Toad Town? I will check around Toad Town first, but I believe he might be in Shiver City. And if he's not, I'm going to be very sad. Very, very sad. Because there's only 2 questions left, guys. Just the 2. I'm gonna check Toad Town. Okay, he's not over here. Next place to check would be over by the badge shop. He is not there. And he is not over here. Ooh. Sorry, I had an internal burp just now. That kind of hurt. Did not feel very good at all. Okay, so the last place he could be is Shiver City. Not on this side of town. Okay, Chuck, this is officially not funny anymore. Where are you? Oh, he is definitely not here. Okay. He's not in the obscure places that you have to go to the ends of the earth on both sides to get to. So where in earth is this wormy boy? Where, oh where, oh where in the Mushroom Kingdom is this wormy boy? It's been 2 hours and 6 minutes. I might have to do a 4-hour-long VOD today. Just so that I can make some sort of progress in Bowser's Castle today. He is not over here. He is not hanging out by the house. He's neither by the dojo or by these lovely toad ladies. He's not hanging out in the square. He's never on Shooting Star Summit. Okay, I am going to go back to Goomba Village. If he's not there, I'm going to be very sad. I am going to be exceedingly sad. That's official, I am very sad. And now I'm happy again because here he is. Oh, gosh. I wish it was Glow, but no, it's Twink. He is a Twinkie, twinkle, twinkle, little star. We wonder how he's doing right now. One more quiz. Question. One more. Then we get to go to Bowser's Castle. And here he is in Koopa Village, the final question. We have saved all 7 star spirits, and if you didn't know the answer to this one, I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you guys. But with that, that is all 24 questions, 24 star pieces that we can get from Chuck Qizzmo. It is done. It is done. Time to go to Bowser's Castle. 2 hours and 10 minutes for that, by the way, guys. 2 hours and 10 minutes of quiz questions. Oh. So if you skipped 2 hours worth of footage, congratulations, you guys missed out on all of the answers to those questions, but then again, I suppose you could have just looked up a guide. With that, there's nothing else I'm interested in doing. We're going back up to Starhaven, and we are going to be kicking some major Bowser butt. I should also probably change up my party members. Yeah, we'll take Koopa with us. We will take the finest of Koopas with us. Better, stronger even than the Koopa Bros. As we climb the summit and then enter Star Road. believe I have the badge that lets me jump on these guys. Yes, I do. We can power shell. Why not? Of course, we still have our luckies. Yeah, we'll have him wait out. Oh, darn. Why did I not have him attack? Well, that's simple. I want to get as much starter points out of this as humanly possible. I want to make sure I am getting the maximum amount of EXP out of these things. Because I want to go into Bowser's fight promptly ready to kick his sorry behind. Trying to get a first strike. Failed spectacularly. Oh. That's fine. So yeah, there are a total of 4 of these little guys. I do not want a game over here. Yeah, I have the spell. It is a de-spell to end all of these spells. Oh gosh, that was overkill. I believe that's all of the... Nope, there's one more. I'll be back for you. Don't worry, I promise I will be back for you. You in particular. I'm going to go to the, Toad house, I say in quotes. Because there's not a toad manning it. This little star is willing to open up her home, let us take a nap. I just love how peaceful Star Haven is. All these stars. I got that relatively painlessly. And that's as much as I could keep grinding forever over here, getting everything that I could ever need. Either be coins or EXP. Not gonna do that. We're going to progress. At long last, we are going to take the fight to Bowser's castle. Bowser thought it impossible for us to save all 7 star spirits. He chose his most elite generals, and we failed them all. It is now time to take the fight to Bowser himself. We are ready to go. A shooting star. Princess, come back. Princess, come back. Princess, come back. Did you wish for something? I hope your dreams come true. Me too! I want to see the princess. I want to see the princess. I want to see the princess. So, everybody but this little kid wants to see Princess Peach. This spoiled little brat just wants to eat shroom cake. He wants to eat more shroom cake and tons of shroom cake. Well, unfortunately for that kid, we are not granting his wish today. That is kind of a selfish wish. But here we go, into the mouth of Bowser's Castle and entering Chapter 8, a star-powered showdown. We're back, Bowser. And we enter in through his garage. I mean, just look at these things. We look like we could just take one of his clown cars and just go. Very high-tech, Bowser. Very high-tech. So yeah, there is a badge over there that we will be grabbing. As well as loads and loads of lava. I mean, it makes sense. It's not Bowser's Castle if there's not loads of lava. That being said, while we may have gotten here through the garage, the front door is very much locked. We are not getting first strike. I am wearing a badge to prevent that. That being said, we are going to be using the Power Quake. Could have gone back for the Mega Quake badge. Sure, could have. These Koopa Trolls are the strongest Koopa enemies we will come across. Their defense is 3. That being said, the moment you knock them over, they are defenseless. And oh look, it's a key. We will get to this cell in due time. With that, time to unlock Bowser's front door. Like I said, we will be making our way out here to get that badge. And because we are in Bowser's Castle, we could, in theory, go back and heal in Star Haven at any given time. But throughout the castle, they're going to give us, quote-unquote, toad houses in the prison cells. So it's not like we're going to be completely without a way to do stuff. Ha ha ha, snuck up on ya. But yeah, these guys have fairly high defenses. You really want to just knock them over. Doing 4... I think these guys have a grand total of 8 HP? Given they go down in 2 hits. Also, okay. love flipping these guys over. It's fun. That being said, Watt can get through these guys' defenses a lot easier. Once they, like, literally. But I just want to get these guys done and over with. 4 points per coup patrol. I do want the flower finder here. Because we are going to use a lot of flower points. Oh, looky here, boys, girls, and in-betweens. We got ourselves a lineup. Yes, please! I would love a level up right about now. 24 points! I am still getting a lot of coins that I don't necessarily need. Okay, Hammer Bros. Yeah, you can actually jump on these guys. They do have a bit of defense. That being said, they do have the ability to shrink us. From 10 to 15 HP, but they don't have much for defense. It's like they put all of their stat points into attack. Because they only have one defense. That's the first hall. And welcome to Bowser's Guard Doors. Yes, these are doors with Bowser's ugly mug on them. And, yeah, there are 3 of these doors total. And this door is not very nice. That being said, here are some of the Toad guests and palace worker, as well as one of the guards, and Princess Peach's Prime Minister. Yeah, he's in here too. Oh, wow. So right out the gate, there's a heal for us here. We don't need this tonic. Ooh. I do want that life shroom, though. I do want that life shroom. So we talked to the minister. So yeah, actually in the prison, just yonder, And of course, it's very easy to get out of here. Bowser's castle is made out of brick. And of course, he can crack we can crack walls. So yeah, it's easy to break through. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, in fact. And now, we gotta save. That being said, we're going to need everybody's help to get through here. I want to explore the area before going any further. And by explore, I mean we can go this way. Yeah, Lucky Lester's cloud is like, no, I don't want to do this. It's hot. No, 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 no. Well, tough tooties, little Cloudy. You are going to have to do this. Oh, that's another life shroom. I don't need this hot mushroom. You do want as many life shrooms as you can get your muggy hands on. Trust me on this. It is imperative that you get quite a few of these. And remember how I said we were going to get that badge? Well, this is how we get that badge. Yeah, Lucky Lester is pulling double time trying to keep us afloat. Because, yeah, even he does not like it. He does not like the heat. Lava does kind of hurt. And we finally get the deep focus badge. Yeah, this is where it was. Instead of increasing just a little bit extra, it increases a lot more. Yeah, I don't blame you, Lucky Lester. Hang in there, buddy. It's hot, it's hot, it's hot. Very, very hot. So just to get a little bit of a lay of the land, we are going to need to be very good at jumping. Of course, that is not one thing I'm very good at, apparently. Lucky Lester is going to be integral for part of this for part of Bowser's Castle. And then he's going to help us get through the lava section of this place because, oh boy, are we going to need to get over the lava. Oh boy, here we go. When we are not over lava, Lucky Lester actually does give us a bit of a speed boost that we wouldn't have otherwise without doing our massive spin to win strategy. Okay, so we can't get that yet. We need to cool things off. Okay, yeah. It is literally... This is the Paratroopa section. Ugh, I don't like the Paratroopa section. Because it's still very easy to get hot feet. But basically, every party member, for the most part, except for Goombario, is useful here. They have useful out-in-the-field abilities. Goombario, unfortunately, just likes to talk to you. That's to say that those hints can't be useful, because they most certainly can be. No! Okay, so I don't have to go all the way back to the beginning. I have Pear carry out, I'm just gonna have him do the carrying. Okay, yeah, I can't get that. That is a mystery, by the way. What's in the mystery? Don't ask me. It's a mystery. Ooh. A Thunder Rage. Okay, so to progress, we're gonna need Miss Bow, Lady Bow, leader of the Boos. Like I said, everybody is useful. Except for Goombario, which is unfortunate. Yeah, apparently Boos can go through lava. I'm not going to question such logic. I'm just going to accept that such logic exists. And proceed to carry on with my life. Ooh, I get to finally turn this icky lava off. It's about time. So, yeah, these Koopa Trolls have right to be concerned about getting their shells handed to them, because, yeah, they are about to get their shells handed to them. And that's a typical blue Magic Koopa over there. And, oh, you're not running away. Good, 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 because that means I get to jump on your sorry butt. In most cases, Magic Koopas will run away from the battle if they're the only enemy left. But since that one was not the only enemy left... and it was a required battle. And with that... yeah, lava's not flowing no more. In fact, because it's not flowing no more, it's actually gotten quite cool. My items are full, so yeah, I'm not going to grab that Thunder Rage. That mystery can only be used in battle. We are gonna need what's in the chest, though. Because I believe it is a key. Now we just need to find where we need to go with said key. Newsflash, it's nowhere fun. I am gonna pop a quick save. Oh, pickles. I don't seem to remember where I need to go. I think it's this way. Oh no. This is the section of Bowser's Castle I get lost in. I never remember where I need to take this key. Only that I need to take it somewhere. Hello, Austin! Welcome, 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 welcome. We're in the home stretch now, Bowser's Castle. Now, if only I would... No one? Oh. That's unfortunate. Okay. So I got this, I got this. Oh. Well, don't I feel silly? Oh, it's time to shine a light. Because it is so dark. Well, I mean, you can hang out here. I wouldn't mind some company. As we go through Bowser's Castle. Seeing what no good Bowser's been up to while we've been making our way through. Okay, I need Paracarry for that. I guess they would like for me to use some of my items here, but, what the heck, why not? I unfortunately do not. And I honestly don't know what I was thinking. There's a lucky coming in. Owie. So as much as I would love to use Sushi for all this, yeah, no, not happening. I can't do her final ability, which is honestly her best ability. Because, yeah, I can't seem to do the button. I can't do the button presses for it. Now, I think there's an item up here. There is. Oh, it's a POW block. I guess that's useful. Could I jump this? Sure, I probably could. I'm not going to risk it, though. Of course I wasn't close enough. So I'm using the C-stick on my Joy-Con. I don't even have a working Pro controller right now. Okay, Coop Patrol there, Coop Patrol there. There's another item up there. Okay, let's use our POW block. I sadly do not. I had one. It was a Legend of Zelda Pro controller. I was very happy to have it, and, well, the A button stopped working. So, no Pro controller for me. And I am very sad. The flower finder is not finding me very many flowers. Oh, yeah. And you are... Oh, cool. A shooting star. Five... 6... I'll use the snowman. It's not going to be useful for much longer anyway. Oh, that was lucky. Lucky me. Yeah, these guys don't have a lot of HP, but they do give some star points, I guess. Okay, I got that. So now we go this way. Parakarry is seeing a lot of use this part for sure. It's who's this cutie? Oh, I don't know. I think it might be Photon Charizard. That's who. Yeah, if you don't have what, it gets dark. It gets dark, even in the battles, if you don't have what out. And you can't see anything. So I figured I'd show that you actually do have to have what out to do anything in these battles. It's kind of dumb. Oh, stop, Photon Charizard. Flattery will get you almost nowhere with me. Almost nowhere with me. So how are you doing today? I hope you're doing fabulously today. Is this... This is the way forward. Okay. That's a spring over there. Is this the way forward? Question mark? Okay, we need to go down there. So if I jump across, what is over there? Healing nicely. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Healing is always good. If this is the way forward, I'm going to be very sad. Okay. So this really was just a dead end. see adorable. I honestly, Photon Charizard, I can see adorable pooches in your future. Once you're fully healed up, because you are a dog lover. You love dogs, and I believe you love animals in general. So I don't see why you wouldn't have other pooches in the near future. Will you love them just as much as the babies you've lost? Of course you will. I just cannot see Photon Charizard without a beloved pet. Okay, so these blue Magic Koopas, I don't think I've ever specified, but they can do everything the other colored Magic Koopas can do, as well as attack. Are they annoying? Yes. Are they satisfying to take out? Also yes. Yeah, they also run like cowards. No more pets. Oh, don't say that. You will find the most adorable doggy and you will have to keep it. That being said, I've talked to my family and they all agree that my mother will be getting a teacup. Just a teacup. Something small and tiny she can carry with her no matter where she goes. Also, hello there, Gardor. We're back. Oh, I sure hope you don't as I split your face open. And that's the first leg of Bowser's Castle done. And over here is a storeroom, aka a shop. But yeah, this, why in the world are you here? We can claim, we can check. Yeah, I want this. So yeah, we can buy stuff in Bowser's Castle and in all of the interval spots. Now let's see. I think this is the way forward. If it is, I'm going back. Okay, this is the quote-unquote Toad House. Good, I want to I want to do some exploding today. Come here, loser. Ah. Oh, well, now I feel bad, guys. I'm gonna blow up this guard for no reason. Oh, God, I feel kind of bad now. Oh, okay, I'm getting more than 2 measly star points here. That's good. I'm getting a measly 4. And there's a Selkie. And with that, there's a guard, 2 toads, and oh my goodness. So this isn't the real Toad House, but you can take a quick nap if you feel like it. Yes, please. I would love to take a nap. It's a hard bed, but... So yeah, the Koopas have been harassing the Toads, and the guards in the cells are doing all they can. Basically, the only people they're afraid of is Bowser. You wanna know what? This is gonna be funny, Photon Charizard. I too wear choker collars. I have two favorites. One of them is a cat bell. Yes, I do wear it in public. The other is got a bunch of skulls on it. And I absolutely love wearing it. Could I go through all of Bowser's castle without saving? Of course, but I'm not gonna do it. We're gonna go for 4 hours today, just because we didn't do a whole lot for the first 2 hours. Ooh, that looked like it hurt. I also have one with a heart lock on it and a key that goes with it. Honestly, a couple of my favorites to wear out in public. That being said, because I can't see without my glasses on too terribly well, I unfortunately do not wear makeup. It is very hard to wear makeup. Boom! Get out of here, all of yous! And give me your star points on the way out. Thank you. That one dropped a mushroom for me. I might use it. Oh, stop. Stop. Again, that flattery will get you almost nowhere with me. Almost nowhere with me. My next level up is gonna be flower points. It is most definitely going to be flower points because I'm gonna need as many as I can for Bowser. Bum, bum. Oh, this part of the castle. I don't know if I want to make all the toilet jokes here or not. Because there's a lot of toilet jokes you can make in here. In particular, this room. Because you pull this chain, and... well, it sounds like you're flushing a toilet. So yeah, insert toilet jokes in this area. But only for this area. Because, yeah, this is where the toilet jokes are, people. Right here, this area of the castle, right here. flush a toilet. Unfortunately, I am nowhere near, Nintendo Capri Sun's level of making toilet jokes and bathroom humor. So, yeah, yeah. At least the water doesn't look like sewage. But yeah, the toilet jokes write themselves, unfortunately. That being said, here's another key. Time to go, pull a chain, aka flush another toilet. Pull the chain, fill up the room. Sounds like a toilet. Probably is a toilet. Yeah. Yeah, at least it's not looking like sewer water. But yeah, all of the toilet jokes can be made in this part of the castle. Because, yeah. I swear they did this it was either intentional or on accident that they made this section of Bowser's Castle sound like toilets flushing. Intentional or not, that's what it is. It is pulling on a chain and flushing toilets. Oh, goody. So we have new enemy. Bombshell Bills. These guys are kind of weak. They only give 1 EXP, and they blow up when they hit you. I'll either go for another hour or just until we get to the next area where we can save. Really? Okay, I guess I'll use this. Well, I'm not getting anything for that guy blowing up, but okay. I guess. Oh, come on! I want flower points, but not this bad. I want star points, but not this bad. I'm only getting 3 at a time here. Okay. Now this one I can get behind. Yeah, they only have 3 HP. You could just jump on them. Oh look, 10 more to go, and we can level up and increase more of our stuff. there'll be another warehouse shop to, buy stuff. So these bill blasters are made of gold. These are bullet bill blasters, or the bonsai bill blasters. I haven't seen them in a long time, but yeah, these guys aren't as dangerous as the ones in the Koopa Bros Fortress. They're actually kind of weak. They do have defense, which is why I brought out Watt, because, yeah, they actually have super high defense for having next to no HP. I don't know what max level for Mario is, by the way. I've never reached max level. Yeah, I'm good. Like I said, there's at least 1 point of defense here. Well, these ones are a little stronger. Well, here's the overkill, you guys were... If you wanted overkill, guys, well, here you go. I'll be able to heal up again before too long. It's fine. Oh, what's this? We got ourselves a Koopa Troll over here. Well, he's gonna be easy to take out. Ouch! Ouch! $205 coins! And no real way to spend them. Oh, there's a Magic Koopa over here. Hanging out with these guys. Probably should take that out first. Obviously, I want to take out a Bill Blaster first, if I can. That's way there's one less bullet bill for me to deal with. Owie! Okay, can you just go away now? Like, all of yous, just go. Yeet, shoo, scram. Die to the stars. Yummy! HP. Actually, I'm bet out for this, because this is the only real way you can get rid of these guys. These little dry bones. Is they don't like being, well, on fire. Make up for the one I ate. Go through here. And here's the next save block. So, that's gonna be it for me. Next time on Paper Mario, we continue through Bowser's Castle and hopefully be able to take on the massive brute. Until then, I hope you all have a fantabulous morning, afternoon, evening, and night, wherever you are in the world. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.